We have team coverage from those locations for you tonight as we try to unpack exactly what happened. We begin with Paul Wagner at the scene of that upside-down car. Paul, what are you learning?
Well, Jim and Susan, we're still working to understand exactly the sequence of events. Some of it is still confusing. The police are not saying anything on the record at this point as to the sequence of events. We just know we have multiple scenes here in the county. We do know that one suspect is in custody. We know that 2 people were shot. One's in critical condition. One has non-life-threatening injuries. But what happened here at 67th and Patterson in Riverdale is absolutely stunning. And let me show it to you. And we're going to zoom in on the scene here. You can see that Chevy Impala that's turned upside down. Now, according to 2 witnesses who spoke to News 4 off camera, they told me that earlier this afternoon they saw that car come speeding up 67th Avenue at a very high rate of speed, and that car then hit another car, flipped multiple times, and then landed on its top. And it's what happened next that just stunned everyone. A man got out of that car, according to the witnesses, with a long gun and began firing shots. This one witness I spoke to said it just seemed to be random shots, and no one, to our understanding, was shot here. That man, who was described as a tall, thin black male, then ran down 67th Street towards the Baltimore-Washington Parkway. There are multiple shell casings here on the scene. We've also seen a knife that's on the scene. There's clothing and all the airbags deployed in that car. Now, we have 2 other scenes that we are absolutely sure of at this point, according to police. And let me show the scenes to you. One is at Greenbelt Road and Kenilworth Avenue. This is a video from the chopper showing the scene over there where we know there was multiple rounds fired, but it's unclear what happened there as far as whether or not anybody was hit there and whether or not there was anybody carjacked, because we're hearing that this may have to do with carjackings, but that's been unconfirmed at this point. I did reach the chief on his phone. He declined to comment. He said they will have a news conference later. We know that there's another scene at the BW Parkway and Riverdale Road. Let me show you that one. That's video from the chopper as well. And then there's a possible 4th scene. There's a post from X that was put out by the University of Maryland Police that said that there was a witness that reported that a suspect in a dark-colored sedan fired 3 rounds in the air at the intersection of Lakeland and Rhode Island Avenue, and then drove off. Now, we're unclear whether or not that is our 4th scene or if we even have a 4th scene, but that's what we know at this point. We know that there were 2 people shot, and one is critical and one has non-life-threatening injuries. So that's what we can tell you about what we know now. Again, the chief is holding a news conference later today. So we're still trying to nail it down and get our head wrapped around this thing.
All right. Thanks so much, Paul.
As Paul just told us, the breaking news covers multiple scenes across Prince George's County, and News 4's Jackie Bensen continues our team coverage now of this breaking news. She's live on Greenbelt Road. Jackie, tell us what you're hearing now.
Well, Jim, we believe this scene where I am is where things may have all come to a finish this afternoon. Take a look behind me. Obviously, the sign of that is that Prince George's County Police have established their mobile command post and crime lab down there, and you can see police officials and detectives right down the street here. Now, from social media posts, from police radio traffic, we hear this afternoon, while school was still in session, a similarity to what Paul described. A man with a long gun was seen right here in front of the French Immersion School, which is situated sort of catty corner to Greenbelt Middle School. So 2 schools filled with children at that time. Now, I'm going to show you there is a car to just to the left of the police mobile command post. You can see it's a silver sedan with the door open. There's a possibility, again, based on what we're hearing here at the scene, that was another attempted carjacking victim, that the person in there was the victim of an attempted carjacking. But again, unconfirmed. As Paul said, we are waiting, trying to get more information about exactly what happened in each one of these cases, each one of these addresses that go from College Park to Riverdale, here to Greenbelt, and along, BW Parkway. Just an incredible law enforcement scene involving officers from multiple agencies. This is where we believe the suspect was taken into custody. But again, do not have any information. I can tell you that what was told to us is that people at the school heard a gunshot. That has not been confirmed by police, but several people say they did hear a gunshot. Both the French Immersion School and Greenbelt Middle School were put in to lockdown as a precaution, and then at the end of the day, the students were released one by one to their parents. I can tell you those parents, very tight-lipped, very shaken by hearing that this had happened directly in front of the school, but the school was quick to communicate with Greenbelt Police that they were okay, that nothing had happened inside the school, but all of this taking place directly outside the school, something very, very unnerving. And again, we're working to get more details. When we get them, we'll bring them to you. Back to you.
Yeah, thankfully the school did act fast, because could you imagine as a parent, knowing that this was happening?
Yes.
Jackie, thanks so much.